Hello friends. So today I came with my new lecture and today topic for my lecture is shared mailbox, user mailbox and the distribution list. So welcome to my channel friends. First of all, so let's start with today's lecture. So as we know, when we log into any organization email account, it provides us with the Outlook access and we have our own email ID mailbox in it. So that mailbox which we got from our email ID access is known as a user mailbox. However, there are few more differences between user mailbox and the other generic and shared mailbox. So we will discuss them today. Let's see what are the difference between all the mailboxes and distribution list. Let's proceed further. So as I mentioned, the mailbox which we got with our email ID is known as a user mailbox. For that, we will get a license assigned from the backend by the exchange team. After the license assigned to us, we get access to our mailbox. So every user in an organization either got a web-based access or the application level access. It all depends on the license assigned by the exchange team. So user mailbox provide us the facilities like personal storage of mails, calendar features to set meetings and organize meetings. Now let's move to distribution list. So we have discussed first the mailbox. Now we came upon our distribution list. So distribution list is a different than the mailbox. In distribution list, what we do, we create a email ID which is not specific to a user mail ID. This is a generic ID, and this email ID we use to broadcast message to multiple users. This is also known as group email ID. You can see the four key component of DL is mentioned. First is a group email address. Like if we are a learner, so our community will be called as learner at microsoft.com.eu or learner at microsoft.com. So this is our group email address. In that learner at microsoft.com, we will add members. Like we have 10 members who want to be part of that mailbox to get an update notification on that. So we will add those members in that group email. We will manage the list and then we will set the settings of that mailbox. Who can send message, who can broadcast message, and who will only receive message. So this can done from the exchange portal when we set up a DL. Also through a sale point, we can request for a DL creation, but to add and remove members, we need to go with the exchange team. Sorry. So let's proceed further with the shared mailbox. So shared mailbox is similar to user mailbox. However, it is not created with the same username. This is a generic type of mailbox where we will create an email ID with a specific group name. Like if we are from the tech IT group, then we will create a mail ID as techit@microsoft.com. So it's a generic ID. In that tech IT, all the requests for the technical problems will come, and the person who manages the mailbox will provide the inputs to the users that what we need to do further. So in that also shared mailbox, when we configure, we need to set the access permission, the features, and the integration capabilities. These are the four key components of the shared mailbox. However, this mailbox is not a user mailbox. This is a shared mailbox. So we can also use the shared mailbox to log in as a generic mailbox. Few users use shared mailbox for login to desktop computers or thin client, but normally what we do, we use shared mailbox for especially managing particular group of users and provide input with the solutions. Just as given the example by me, the tech IT group, which you use to provide resolution for the user's issue. Now, we can see the difference of DL and the shared mailbox here. DL. As I mentioned already, DL from with the help of DL, we can broadcast our message with multiple recipients who are the member of that DL only. I am especially saying the mail will be broadcast to only the members of the DL, whereas the shared mailbox is a centralized email for a group of members of a team. They can manage it. Distribution list, email sending, we can restrict. Few can send broadcast message, few cannot. We can set up that. In shared mailbox, can send mails from the recipient management. Recipient save email individually. When the mail is received, they receive in their user mailbox. All emails are accessible in the shared mailbox via members only in the shared mailbox case. Storage. There is no central storage required. Emails stored in the user mailbox. Here, the centralized storage for all emails in the shared mailbox. Access permission, no special permission required for the DL. However, for shared mailbox requires permission access and to manage the mailbox. When we talk about the permission, we need send and read only permission. We need to set that permission from the exchange. Next, collaboration, limited collaboration features in the DL, whereas in the shared mailbox, there are enhanced collaboration features with shared access and responses. We can also track the response email from the tracking history in the shared mailbox. However, in DL, there is no tracking of replies. The use case, we use shared mailbox in the customer support team, project team, and the shared task team, where the group of individuals come together and work on a uh, a group module like a tech IT group. They all are working providing a support in the tech IT region. However, for the DL, it is for the announcement or broadcast of message to pass some information to a group of users. So finally, the conclusion here comes where we need to use a distribution list. It is for the broadcast communication style. For collaborative responses, we use shared mailbox. If we have to broadcast a message, we use DL, and for the collaborative responses, we use shared mailbox. It also depends on team size and structure and the requirement when we need to create a DL and when we need to create a mailbox. For normally, we use DL for the notification like outage notification to the client in the environment, and also shared mailbox we use to manage the user queries in our group mailbox, like we have mentioned the tech IT group. So this is all the difference between the DL and the shared mailbox. You can see the similarities between user mailbox and the shared mailbox because they both are serving the same, but in shared mailbox we have a multiple users combined in one group. They got access. In user mailbox we have own private mailbox. So we are the only owner of that mailbox, and it all depend on the license and the usage stuff. So this is all from the today's lecture, friends. Hope you like it. Please like and subscribe my channel and click the bell icon and wait and watch for the further videos.